The following Wicked Turtle Network presentation has strong language and strong content. Viewer discretion is advised.
Wicked Turtle Nation, I'm the Kilowatt. I'm here with the Penguin, and we're gonna spit a lot. It's the show that answers what everyone wants to know. We call it What Up Peeps, so hey, here we go.
What up, peeps? It's your boy, the Penguin, and on the mic tonight, I have the sexiest man alive, the Kilowatts.
Hey, that's me. It's me, the Kilowatt. Hi.
Time Magazine's sexiest man alive, right?
That's right. Greetings and salutations. What up, peeps? It's the Kilowatt.
Yes, and so welcome to the show. This is the season 3 premiere, which we're all doing in video. Zoom for now until we can get back into the studio.
Hey, for season 3, how do you do 3? Do you do 3? Or do you do, I can't do this. Do you do 3? How do you hold your fingers up for 3? A lot of people do this, but this one's like a lagger. So I just go 3, and then I go, cero, miado.
Yeah.
That's gone.
How's it go again? Show me how's it go.
Cero or what? Or cero miado.
There you go. You love that guy.
Zero fear. Literally my favorite wrestler.
So season 3 starting right now. First episode, video format. We took 2 weeks off? Week and a half?
About a week.
Because it was a birthday weekend of
Happy birthday! Happy birthday, Penguin!
Crank the AC. Last year's video was like the best. This year's video was great.
Are you talking about the video I made? So let's tell the people first. So every year we have this tradition of making each other a
I got a good one this year for you.
This is fun.
I'm actually going to script it.
Hey, man. The one I did for you this year, I thought was like a lot of fun.
This year is going to be pretty well thought and probably going to take like a month's time to get together.
That's production value.
Yeah, so this is going to be, I thought of it last night, but I need to talk to your peoples. I need your peoples to get with my peoples so we can mush together and make a people's baby. Yeah.
Dwayne Johnson, the people's baby?
Is that what his daughters are? The people's baby.
The people's babies.
But no, your video was great. I always look forward to it. It took you forever for it to be posted, and all day I'm like,
I made you sweat that on purpose.
Oh my gosh, all day I'm checking the Wicked Turtle Network all day. I'm like, wait, It's not here. It's not here. Where's this video at? I almost called you. I was like, yo, the one thing I was waiting on all day.
And I knew it, and I was waiting for it too. I was like, dude, he's got to be sweating this.
I gave up. I said, fuck it. He does hate me.
Right? No, and I knew that was coming. So like around 9 o'clock, I uploaded it, and then I waited a little while, and I didn't hear anything, and I'm like, nah, he must not be looking. He must be mad. And so like I texted you happy birthday, and before you said anything, you go, where's my video? I'm like, well, thank you, you dick. I'm like, your video's been up for like at least 40 minutes.
Well, I don't get notifications on my Facebook, so like, and it was good this year because since I didn't have notification on my Facebook, I missed all 98 like happy birthdays, except for me checking in.
Nice.
But did you do anything awesome since we were off?
I don't know. What did we talk about last? I mean, I think we debriefed a little bit on the aftermath of Camp Leapfrog, the HTW, High Touch Wrestling, and IWT TV venture. But yeah, we had a the debut of the Penguin solo project, the Slamboree or the Slam Jam or the what is it?
The Slam.
Yeah, keep it simple.
We should call it the Slam Jam because I'll tell you right now, that's going to be a T-shirt. Or it's going to be on grape shirt and it's going to be Slam Jam right on it, man. It's like we'll have a jelly jar hanging off the side and slam.
It's actually a pretty good title. All right, we're reworking the Slam to the Slam Jam. And that's the Slam Jam.
Yeah.
Bub Lamb.
Perfect.
Oh,
that's
man.
Perfect. The intro you made was perfect, though. I thought that was great because it has a slam and then 1, 2, 3, ding, 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 ring the bell. I was like, that's perfect.
Listen, you want to be like Wrestle T. You're the Wrestle Jam, Slam Jam. You like spread jam on toast.
I should open up every episode by me eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Welcome to the Slam Jam. And then you can rip off the theme song to Space Jam.
Well, I was super nervous doing both, actually, to do a review. How do you do a review of your best friend's show and not be like super like, he's going to hate me for this? Like, you know?
You don't give it an 8. That's what you don't do now.
Hey, an 8's a good thing, man. That means you come back.
Right now, that gives you room for improvement. I actually do like that review.
Yes, I always believe everything has room for improvement, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know. How do you, I mean, maybe, I don't know. How do you do that? I mean,
it was tough. It was tough because I was like, because even my wife said the same thing. She's like, "Are you gonna like bomb it?" I was like, she's like, he is your friend. I'm like, yeah, but I gotta go in here like unbiased and like, you know.
Well, here's the problem.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta go in here with like just a clean slate, fresh mind, and open mind to everything that's in front of me. You know.
I would not have been upset with a bad review because the review is from your own opinion. But how does it look if you give it a shit review and then the next day you have an interview with the creative team behind the project? Hey, I thought your stuff was shit. Let's talk about it. You can't do that.
No, I didn't do that because I knew it wasn't going to be shit. It's from the creative mind of the Kilowatt and Chris Levin.
Yeah.
I knew it was not going to be a shit.
It was a group effort, and that's one thing I got to clarify for anybody is like, yeah, it was Chris Levin, but it was Alex Watt, it was Andrew or Anderson Scott, whatever he's going by. It was Sam Laterna, it was Brad Rush. You know, it was so many people.
It was Ronda Not So Rousey. Yeah, can you imagine? Okay, listen. When I first met you, okay, you've always said like the deepest things about your mom. About like, oh my god, my mom, pain in my ass, can't stand her, gets on my nerves. Look how popular this woman is now in 2020.
Listen, I think
2019 was the year of Jackie. 2020 is the year of Ronda Not So Rousey.
You remove Jared from the family element, and we all start to succeed at an unprecedented levels.
We just write to the state and keep him in jail.
Just stay locked up.
Just can you please? I'm rich.
I love
now.
the kid, man. Here's the thing about Jared. I absolutely love him, and he has massive potential creatively and musically. Hopefully he takes advantage of that when he comes
The dude
out.
can he can spit some hot fire, bro.
Dude, he could seriously do.
He definitely can spit some hot fire. I'll give it to him, and I like how he can do it like out of the blue. Just like on the spot, boom. He just hits that flow right off the spot.
Yeah,
I give that to him. That's one thing I can give to him.
It's just everything else is shit.
But it's crazy. It's like 2019. 2019 was Savage Granny. 2020, you're the Rhonda.
You're the Rhonda.
2021.
Hopefully,
the rise, the Phoenix.
Hopefully, I get my due one of these days.
Yeah. But no, dude. The video was great. Yeah, the slam, launching a slam was awesome. I thought that was cool, man. I was very nervous doing both of those because it's my first time actually like having serious interviews. Like I've done interviews with wrestlers and using the same format of doing like a behind the music type thing, which makes me feel comfortable because that makes me relate to them, which makes me spark other conversation besides just into like the classic wrestling questions,
Yeah.
So that type of style actually makes me really comfortable when it comes to interviewing, and it's something I've been trying to work on this year. So it's something and just the slam is like a graduation of that, like trying to like continue growing with
Slam
this
Jam.
interview. The Slam Jam, man.
I like to call your style of what you did with the Camp Loop Frog interview. I like to call that the political moderator style. And I thought it went over fantastic.
Like the debate.
Yeah, like you're Anderson Cooper, you know.
Please don't call me like it. Isn't that to do with the white hair? Doesn't he have like
Yeah.
white hair?
He's awesome. I love Anderson Cooper.
Q-tip Cooper. But no, it was fun. It was a lot of fun, and I can't wait to do some more interviews and watch some more wrestling, because a lot of people look at me and they say, "Well, that Penguin guy, he doesn't know anything about wrestling." I know some things. I mean, I have been watching it like my whole life. Do I get in depth with it? No. Go to Tornado Tag for them. Go to Steven for that. Go to PA Power Driver. You know, those guys go in depth and into the nitty gritty of all the matches, you know.
Well, like here's what I have to say. Like, I think the unique perspective of you doing an interview is, here's the fan perspective, and then the show is Penguin's fan perspective, asking the questions that everybody as a fan might want to know.
Yeah.
I
was talking more about the review of the show. Like, a lot of people go into in depth with that. Like, like I said, you guys can come over and see my reviews. That's basically what they are. They're mini reviews of every match. I don't like to give any spoilers of any matches, because I want you to go on IWTV and actually watch the show. And then I give you a number review, because that's what I'm known for. I do number reviews for my food reviews. So that's kind of like where my style is there, you know? And if you want to go into the in-depth ones, I say definitely go over to Tornado Tag, go over to contact Steven when he does his review, go do PA Pile Driver podcast, you know, and they go in depth in all the shows. Like, they go really.
Yeah. I'll tell you, like, I'll give a shout out to no knocking Anthony Blackwell, but Brian's knowledge of the history and the presentation of wrestling it's just a delight to listen.
Brian is hands down the best wrestling knowledge person you can have. Next to the Maestro. The Maestro is amazing when it comes to wrestling knowledge and history.
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah. Amazing talent he has there for High Tension. But Brian's there, dude. Brian's there with a notepad. He's taking notes. Same thing with Steven. Steven's the same thing, man. Steven's like, I can't say his last name, dude. I call him the Duke. That's my thing. I want to try to do something with him on camera with us, to do like a corner. Like, I was going to call it the Duke's Corner, which I thought would be cool, where he just sits there and he reviews like a show or a match, or his MVP match of the week, or some favorite match of the week. It's still like a brainstorming thing.
Steven's a great guy. That'd be cool.
But that's something I was thinking about. Like, I haven't reached out to him yet about that, but I'm going to talk to him about that, because that'd be cool to have as like a little segment type thing to keep it going every week, or have something in there, because again, he's very knowledgeable. Oh, yeah. And so is Brian. Brian's super knowledgeable. Yeah. So is Mike.
The thing I like about Steven is that he's a very enthusiastic fan, you know, and he'll also let you know when he's like, you know, something's bullshit. He'll let you know. But he's a very enthusiastic fan perspective, and I like that.
He's like Judy, a straight shooter.
Yeah, let you know.
He's a straight shooter. I'm doing that political thumb. And
then Blackwell, I think Blackwell, you know, like, I'm just, you know, we're going around giving compliments to everybody right now. I think he has this way of keeping a conversation going.
Yeah,
and it's just like,
he has the best interview skills.
How we turned a turtle interview. And from 1 hour and 45-minute episode to a 3-hour 2-episode session, just be
well. The thing is, when it comes to me and you, or you and I, not to be so narcissistic,
you and
I. When it comes to you and I don't know why I did a Randy Orton thing too, but anyways, like when we get to talking, we can't stop. We're passionate about something, we just talk, and we're really good at talking about what. Like, especially when it comes to our lives or the history of Wicked Turtle.
I think that's the point of a good interviewer, is to find ways.
You engaged.
Well, yeah, find ways to subtly keep your guest speaking.
Yeah. Yeah, and don't use more open-ended questioning that say they'll be able to talk.
Oh yeah,
more.
yeah. Don't let somebody like fall into the yes, no, yes.
Talking to you,
It's
Johnny.
like yeah, awesome.
Johnny does
No, get out of here.
that. But no,
You're
actually,
just not doing it right. Johnny is a nonstop trap if you get him on the right night.
on the Slam, I'm probably going to have some podcasts on there. I'm probably going to reach out to Tornado Tag. We'll talk to them. We'll talk to PA Pile Driver. Steven was talking about today. I just saw one of his posts about doing a roundtable, and I've always said about doing a wrestling roundtable. We should call that as an episode. That'd be fantastic. And
That would be cool, man.
melding of minds.
Yeah.
Even though I'd probably feel like a dipshit in there because I'm like the only guy like that guy. Like I can't give you technical terms of everything that people do nowadays.
Yeah,
You know
me
what I'm
too.
saying? All I can say is if it was very entertaining to me or not. You know what I'm
Listen,
saying?
brother, you don't have to compare yourself to others.
That's what I
just
have
gotta
you for.
You just got to be you, man.
That's what I have you for, bro.
What, me? I don't know shit.
You're my wrestling technical dude.
I just pretend to know things. I remember a time when I used to be really into like Jackie Chan movies, and like this is like junior high me. So I was really into like Jackie Chan and like Bruce Lee movies. I was so into martial arts movies. So like I would have this like useless knowledge about things, and I would like inform like my good friend Steve Freimuller. We went to see The Last Airbender, and he'd be like, hey, what like pose or like kung fu is he using? I'm like, oh, well, that right there, that's Mantis. And I'm totally full of shit. But like I'm like, just I don't know what the fuck's going on, but I don't know. That's like a silver snake. I'm like, that's fucking Hidden Temple, dude. What are you talking about? But he's there like, oh wow, yeah, that I can see that. I'm full of shit. So
But no,
if I don't know anything, I'm going to make you think I do.
I think the Slam turned out really good, and it's something to bring back to Wicked Turtle when it comes, because let's be honest, majority of our fans at Wicked Turtle are wrestling fans. They love wrestling. And
Yeah.
of course, Hitting the Mat had to move on to greener pastures, which is awesome. And I'm happy for that product to move over towards that because it's in good hands. It was always your baby, and I was just the second host of that. You know what I'm saying? So,
Well, yeah, there were two incarnations of it. There was the video incarnation, and then there was the podcast incarnation that I really wanted to get into. But we've spent a lot of time talking about this.
That's fine.
But yeah,
it's fine. But no, I mean, moving forward, we have more interviews and more reviews and more ideas for the Slam coming up.
Yeah, I really think the Slam is going to be it's
going to be a jam.
Yeah, I really think that should be the new name or a segment.
Yo, can we do a Slam and then?
That should be like when you do the round table. It should be called the Slam Jam.
Oh yeah. I'm telling you, that should be the title. It should be the Slam pops down and then a jar comes down with it.
Dude, how perfect is that? The logo's already like a splattered jam.
The Slam Jam. You should just remake the whole logo. But anyways, moving on. Over the weekend, I went to the Poconos. That was fun. And also Fat Fitness. I've still been doing that. I started doing a workout. I don't know if you've seen the Ring Fit that I did. Mm-hmm. It's very interesting. It's a very interesting product. It's for the Nintendo Switch. It's a lot of fun. It's very, dude. It kicks my ass.
I want to know what's going on screen because it just looks funky. I love it.
I wish I would have had a way of recording screen and that together, but the Nintendo Switch sucks at that. But if I had a capture card, it'd be totally different. But no, it's a lot of fun. They do, and what I like about it is they give you a warm up, then your exercises, mm-hmm. and then a cool down. Which a lot of programs that ever do this stuff, they don't do that. So it's I just did it today. I had so much fun doing it, and it kept me intrigued in it because I really wanted to like master the moves. The better you master the moves, like you have to be able to like do the moves correctly. If you do not do the moves correctly, it'll tell you, and you also will not shoot out enough power to defeat your bosses or whatever's in front of you. So you have to like really master the moves and actually get it right in technique. It kicks my ass, dude. I start sweating hardcore off that shit. And I took it to the Poconos. I did it up in the Poconos on Saturday, and then I did it today. I took a little break off from it because it was hurting my muscles. Plus, I'm off this week. I was trying to chill a little bit. But
Yeah, you don't want to be sore all day, every day. It's not
yeah, I usually do it like every other day. That's usually when I do it. But I've been loving it. I've been loving it a lot. It's actually getting me more active, and that's the whole thing. Am I going to keep up with it full time all the time? No. I'm not going to keep up with it full time all the time. I'm going to eventually move on to probably getting back to a gym or getting some weights or something here at the house, something that I can work with. Maybe graduate to DDP yoga. It's to work on my flexibility because my flexibility is not the best. Like it's rough. Like as far as like my hip pain as I have, it comes and goes. I don't get it as much as what I used to. But it's still there. It still wakes me up and says, "Hey, how you doing?" Like your knee. Same thing with your knee. Like when you're standing on your knee for long periods of time, you're always like, "Oh man, for like 3 days you're down. You're down for the count."
Wow.
Yeah,
It's not
my
a
hip
joke.
pain's still there, and it'll never go away unless I have a hip replacement, of course. That's the only thing I'm dreading, but I'm still doing good. Physically, I feel really good. Mentally, I feel really good. It's like I told you today, I feel complete. Mentally and physically, I feel like a complete person right now, and it's hard to explain that. Especially in a world that's so negative right now.
It's
But
hard. It's hard to explain because it's not something you get to feel often. It's just like the serene blanket of happiness. Wow, that sounds like a really cool magic thing. Uh, the serene blanket of happiness washes over you as you're in your downward dog. That's yoga. Uh, but yeah, no, it's a weird feeling to be in a complete state of happiness. It really is. But it's
yeah, and I
awesome.
think actually going up the Poconos and getting away and being out in that nature and stuff, because we had a beautiful where we were sitting at. We had a beautiful cabin. It wasn't like a new modern cabin. It was more like old school 70-esque type cabin. It was big and spacious, had a nice big porch on the front of it, and every morning when you woke up, you saw the nice fog coming off the river that was right in front of you, which was very cool. It was basically a stone's throw away where we could actually go into the river and swim if we wanted to. I did not do any of that. I didn't go into the river at all and do any swimming, even though it was kind of chilly up there. Like it was, man, we're talking the Poconos. It was kind of chilly. It was like 70 degrees, 50 degrees at nighttime, and we were wearing sweatshirts and shit. Like it was
Yes,
pretty
sir.
cool. It's very chilly. So I was like, no, I'm not going in this river. But it was fun to get away for the weekend. It was fun to just be out in quiet woods, no cell phone. Like the service wasn't the best. Like it's never the best up there. You have to like have like I need Wi-Fi just to be able to make a phone call.
With you.
There's no service whatsoever. But it was great. It was great. It was great just to get away. It was great to just relax and not worry about Facebook or anything else in this world, like it's just was awesome. Awesome, 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 awesome. That's all I can say. I wish I could go back up. Like when we came home, I was like, ugh. I heard the train. I was like, ugh.
Mhm.
I was like, man, I miss it. I miss the nature, the nature aspect of it. I tell everybody all the time, you guys should find a spot that you like to go to and go to it. What is your zen? What is your moment of peace? Where can you go to get away from everything? Like I'm in my Eagles room right now. This is my getaway spot from my house when I just want to relax and chill and not have to worry about anything in this world. I just come up here, and just relax. Do I still spend time with my family? Hell yeah, I still spend time with my family. I'm always like all over my house. Like I'll go up and down the steps constantly. Hey, how you doing, honey? Hey, son, how you doing? It's just how that's just how I am. But then when I'm feeling like stressed out or I mentally need just a break from everything, I have this place. Like I didn't have it for the longest time because I've had people living with me forever, and they took over this room. And it's like when I'm not in this room, it's like I know that this is my place is in. But
Yeah, man. I've discovered this summer that like my like spiritual happiness does come from nature and water, like body, like being at the lake, being submerged, like in the water. Um, I've dawned like a weird spiritual side, like not a religious side, but like a I don't know, like a weird communal thing with the energy that transfers through my body. I love like the water. I find it to be very healing, both like mentally and physically. Like being in like the lake water and in the nature and exposed to the sun. Like a lot of issues that I had with my skin, like my skin's like fucking mad disgusting. My skin's cleared up, like almost completely. Like my skin problems, a lot of it is like going away. So I'm a little upset coming into the colder weather and the winter and seasons when I'd really like to just be outside and soaking up the sun,
Yeah, it's time to hibernate again.
like
Seriously.
like Sheryl Crow.
Trust me, my wife's aunt lives out in South Dakota, and they got 8 inches of snow the other day, and I'm like, "What? I'm not ready. I'm not ready for that."
Yeah, I hope we don't see any snow for a little while.
I hope we don't see snow at all. I hate snow. So,
Well, yeah, this last winter was actually pretty decent.
really?
Yeah, I
What,
don't think
because
we
of
got.
nothing?
Well, yeah, I don't think we got much snow this past year.
Yeah, well, I gotta go outside tomorrow and cut my lawn. Oh wait, that was our homework, Mulan. How do you like that
That's
transition?
your transition. Cut my lawn,
My lawn,
Mulan.
my lawn.
Sir, I don't. I mean, I'm gonna give you props, but they're not great props. They're like, I'm surprised that came from you. Props.
That was a good transition. I don't want to hear it. So let's talk about Mulan. We have to. We have to talk about Mulan because it's the one. I'll tell you right now, it's the one movie on Disney Plus I've been waiting on for a while.
Mhm.
And well, it's not Disney Plus, but Disney altogether because we were supposed to get it in a movie theater in COVID, and now it's on a Premier Access, $30 on Disney Plus. So, what'd you think?
Okay, so initially going into it, I'm like, hold on, there's no Mushu, there's no cricket, there's no traditional musical numbers. Are you kidding me? I'm not gonna like this. Because Beauty and the Beast, even though they had the music numbers, like they botched the shit out of them, in my opinion. I did not like them. I didn't like the casting. But man, let me not go ahead and compare it to all the other Disney movies, but Aladdin was awesome. Will Smith rocking out. But okay, I thought when you compare the opening scenes to like a Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, um, like just traditional kung fu style movies, I thought it was really cool, man. And then I started to get into the story that they were trying to portray, and at some point I just stopped thinking traditional cartoon Milan, and I was just into whatever the story was. And it was different. The story didn't like mirror everything. So I don't know. I thought it was really cool. I enjoyed it pretty much the whole way through. There were a couple things in the middle that I was kind of like, maybe I'll pull out my phone and check it out. But the ending scenes I thought were really cool. The fight scenes were just sick. I mean, the choreography was awesome. There's not a lot of bad things I can say, except like I still kind of want the live action Mulan that's mirroring the cartoon. I still want the Mushu. I would love for Eddie Murphy to reprise the role. I would like the music. But I'm going to review this as like something separate. Like I still am holding hopes for a live action musical version. So yeah, for me, without all that shit, I like this movie.
Well, I think first off, let's discuss the Mushu. I think the Phoenix that was in it was basically the Mushu without talking. I think that the whole time in this movie, I think they wanted to have Mushu, but I don't think they could have got a deal done with Eddie.
So
That's what I think.
I don't think that they're Disney. They'll just throw whatever numbers they.
Well, I think they wanted to do it, but
So I don't think the Phoenix was Mushu. I think the Phoenix was the embodiment of her spirit, and it's like her finally like accepting her fate and her destiny.
I think the biggest problem with this, I think the one thing I seen that I didn't like about this, it felt like this movie was rushed. I think it's needed to have more thought put into it and more of the Disney magic. This looks like something that could have been on HBO Max. It could have been on Netflix. It could have been on, one of the other streaming sites that's not a Disney. It had no Disney feel whatsoever, which is good and bad for me, by the way. Because sometimes Disney can be way too kiddie, and I've always been telling you since Disney Plus started that, man, we need a little bit more like R-rated. Like, it would be cool if they brought Deadpool on, because then at least there we know we got a little bit of R rating on there. Sure. We got something that's not just Disney, but then also when you have a franchise such as Mulan, you are looking for certain points. Like, you are looking for the music, you are looking for, the same story. So, but I agree with you on the points of, as a Kung Fu movie, this would totally be like up there with the 8s and 9s of the world. You know what I'm saying? Because the action was fantastic. I can't even say Kung Fu because I don't know what style it was. I'm like you when you were saying about karate.
Oh, when I bullshitted my way through it.
Yeah. I was like, this action's great. The action was spot on and fantastic, especially when you do a live action. It's like, okay, this is going to be cool. Like, this is awesome. I love how they're doing this, as far as their movement of the movie, I like the movement of it. It was cool to see a woman like take the lead on here, which she should be taking the lead here. It's Mulan. That's basically what it is, but she played more of a man because, back in those days, you were more like kept in the house, basically, right?
Yeah,
like,
everybody had their specific roles based on gender.
But like I said, the thing it lost points with me because it didn't have the music in it. But as far as like combat, as far as like the action, is right up there with good Hollywood top action. So.
I like what you said about it doesn't have the Disney magic. Like this movie would have went over just as well on HBO as a standalone.
It didn't feel like Disney to me when I was watching it. Like,
you're right. There was a moment when there was a moment when there are Disney moments, and I'll explain it. It just came to me. But the moment when like everybody's like using the shields to block, and then they hurl the shit at them and they blow up, and like just like 40, 50 people just like instantly dead. I'm just like, ooh, that's Disney. There's a lot of people in one death. No, there were Disney moments. There were a lot of like goofy things that happened like in the army camps, like some goofy like hazing and like jokestery. And,
there was a little bit of comedy in there, but I just felt it didn't have like the Disney magic, like say like Aladdin had, or Lion King, or Beauty and the Beast before that. Like they had this thing where it was like they kept it almost on point with all the movies, and all of a sudden they released Mulan. And
it was like, a very serious tone.
This isn't the same thing as like the last couple blockbusters that you had.
It's not on par with the Lion King. It's not on par with Aladdin or Beauty and the Beast. It was very a serious.
I think
approach.
It's better than Beauty and the Beast. I still to this day do not like Beauty and the Beast as a live action.
Like sorry,
I'll pick
Josh,
the cartoon any day.
I apologize to Josh Gad, but like. Any freaking movie they come out with is going to be better than that to me because there's just horse shit.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I have a lot of people that argue with me on this point. When it
Beauty and the Beast is one of those movies where you could have taken it beat by beat, live action, and just like copied the cartoon, and it would have been awesome.
And I feel like this is how Disney should be doing these types of live action movies. I think that they should be, that you have the blueprint, you have the script right there. Just do that, but live action. Do that live action. I'll tell you one thing I can say about this movie for Mulan. They did do actually the song at the end of the movie. one of their most famous songs was at the credits, and I was
So,
like,
not a fan of that.
why didn't you put that in? Like, just put it in the movie. That would have been fun. That's why I said it felt like it was rushed.
Because you know what they
It felt
didn't
like
need
it
to
was
do?
super rushed.
They could have made, because they made one reference to it. The high chief guy or whatever was like, "I'll make a man out of you," but like in that, you could have went to a training montage, played the song in the background, and you'd be like, "Oh, okay, cool. They're still doing it."
Yeah.
You know,
So what's your rating on this?
I'll give it an 8.
I think I'm right there with you. I think I'm not at close to 8. I can go 7.5.
Sure.
It's still as far as the Disney family of movies that they have, it's still a good watch.
I enjoyed it. I would
It's
probably
something
watch
different
it.
that's on Disney that's like that has action in it, which is great.
Sure.
Has a great action movie. I mean, if you're looking for straight action, this is a great 8.5 to a 9 when it comes to action. But as far as Disney not
Yeah,
putting the Disney magic on it, that's what made me drop it down to 7.5. I just couldn't
I agree.
go any higher than it.
But visually, it's a stunning movie.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, so our next homework was War with Grandpa. This is a movie that just came out of the blue. I didn't even know anything about this movie. I saw a trailer for it. I'm like, told the what? I'm like, yeah, we gotta watch this because
And
I like Robert De Niro. So I was like, we gotta watch this. Yeah. And
yeah,
this movie.
this, this
So let's get the Watt's thoughts on this movie.
I'm going to keep this nice, short, and simple for you. I thought this movie was a turd. Usually I like cute movies, but I didn't find this to be cute. I didn't like the kid. I didn't think he was cute. I didn't think his whole war with Grandpa was that intriguing. Some of the pranks, if that's what you want to call them, were like, okay, funny a little bit. But I didn't think Robert De Niro really shined here. Like, this is not the performance I expect out of a Meet the Parents or what was his most recent film?
We really like that
Yeah.
Dirty Grandpa. We love that one.
Yeah, I almost wanted this to be a prequel to Dirty Grandpa, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't find anything really attractive about this movie. I mean,
Um,
what Christopher Walken was in it, Cheech Marin was in it.
yeah. What was? I mean, that's
How
wow.
do you have such a star-studded cast and then this movie fly completely under the radar? Like, we just went through COVID, okay? We've all been sitting at home. You could have done like viral marketing. You could have like popped it up on my Facebook feed or anything, but nothing. This movie just had to like pop up. What's War with Grandpa? Is that Robert De Niro? Is that Robert De Niro? And then it was Robert De Niro, but by far his worst performance of ever. And I don't think it's his fault. I think the story was just like weak. I think the production was probably not. They probably paid him his lowest rate.
Wow, the Watt's going savage on
It's
Robert
weird.
De Niro.
I usually find redeeming qualities to movies, but I didn't enjoy this. I thought it was a waste of my time.
Well, mine's complete opposite. I actually enjoyed this movie. I agree with the kid. The kid's that I think he was a spoiled brat. That's
Yeah.
one thing I could say. But
Your cool ass Robert De Niro comes to stay at your house, and you're gonna be a bitch about it?
I
Fuck
thought he
you.
was cool. I thought Robert De Niro's part was great in this. I thought a lot of the pranks were funny. Some of the shaving cream beard hardening thing was hilarious. Just a lot of the stuff in this movie I enjoyed watching. Like I thought it was fun to watch with my family. We were watching with my family. In fact, my whole family was watching, even including my son.
Nice.
So it was a fun watch. Was it the best movie of Robert De Niro? No. Dirty Grandpa was still way funnier than this movie.
Right.
But it was great. I think one of my pros of this is the actors, dude. Christopher Walken, dude. Cheech Marin, Jane Seymour was in this. I'm trying to think of. Uma Thurman was in this. She played the mom.
She did.
And Rob Riggles.
Rob Riggle. I do
Yeah.
like him.
So, I mean, there was a star-studded actually cast for this, and I have to agree
None
with
of
you.
them stood out. Like,
What's really messed up is I really have to agree with you on this is the marketing of this movie, because I barely heard about it until like the last second when it actually just dropped, and I'm like,
yeah,
wait, what?
You know what? Like, you could have even done this, and I would have been intrigued. Hey guys, coming this August or September. Hey guys, coming this September. Do you like Rob Riggle, Uma Thurman, Robert De Niro, Cheech Marin, and
Jane
Christopher
Seymour?
Walken, Jane Seymour, all in one movie? And it's the worst movie they ever did? Doesn't that sound interesting? And I would have been like, oh shit, yeah, that sounds interesting. I want to see all these guys suck in a movie. And then I would have watched it.
I mean, there were some things that I really enjoyed, like the dodgeball game was cool. Trying to think of
The
other
only scene I
things.
really enjoyed was the clusterfuck of the Santa scene.
Oh, yes.
That I
Yes.
enjoyed, but I didn't really care for the outcome.
I mean, I just feel like I think advertising is one big loss here. This is a point where we actually have to blame advertising for this because, like you said, it probably needed more hype for it. If you could just take some of those Biden and Trump ads and like just completely like take some of them off from YouTube and add maybe one of these movie trailers in there, or hey Alex, we just need $5 to get this movie off the ground.
Listen, as somebody who actually invests in a movie studio, much more inclined to do that than to give Biden friggin' $5 every time he,
Hey man, I'm about to go on stage.
So it's funny. Biden hits me up on email for money constantly, and now Trump just sends me like 100 freaking mail-in ballots. I can only vote once. Trump, relax.
But I'm just saying, like, they just need to. I think they need to have more advertising for this. So, what's your rating for this movie? I know it's going to be in the pooper, but in the dumper.
I'll give it a 5.5.
Oh, that means hope.
That means there's like
it's on average. It's it's one watch and done basically, if that.
Yeah, and if I fall asleep through the movie, I'm not going to even finish it.
I'm going a little bit higher in this because it was enjoyable for me to watch.
Yeah, well, you got to remember though is that these reviews are subjective. This is just my view, and this is just your view.
I'm just saying right now, our reviews are better than Rotten Tomatoes.
Rotten Tomatoes is all over the place, man.
They're terrible.
Yeah.
But anyways, for my review number for this, I think I'm going to give it a 7. I think it was enjoyable to watch. It was fun to watch with the family. There wasn't a lot of swearing, like say Dirty Grandpa, which was a ton of swearing and a ton of.
I don't think these two movies are comparable.
No, you shouldn't. We shouldn't be comparing them to them at all. But I thought it was a very fun family movie to watch. That's
sure.
it.
You know what? If I had a child and I cared about censoring that child, I'd probably let him watch this.
Because it was that bad.
Yeah, but it's also not like porn. I'd rather my kid watch this than like girl on girl spit in my mouth, slap me, fuck me.
So we added a bonus show to this because we had so much time on our hands. So the Kilowatt said to me, he goes, I'm watching season 2 of The Boys, and I'm like, I've never seen this show. So I'm like, I guess I'm going to watch the show. So I watched the show and I finished the show, and now we're going to talk about the show. So what do you think about the show?
Man, episode 4 of season 2 doesn't drop till tomorrow because we're filming this on a Thursday.
We can only go to 3, so.
But what's wild is that on bootlegging sites, it's already out. I don't know how that's possible. Maybe because it's out in China already, because they're like a day ahead of us, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how that works. I'm not Greenwich Mead over here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What did I think of The Boys? I thought this was.
Let's start from season 1 to season 2 because we never reviewed
Sure.
the show,
Yeah.
So.
I think this is one of the coolest portrayals of the reality of superheroes if they were real. Because imagine if you were born with superpowers. Like this, okay, you're not going to like this analogy, but imagine you were born with white privilege. You know what I mean? And you didn't know that you had white privilege. It's just ingrained in you. This is the same with being born with superpowers. You don't know what it's like to be an everyday person without superpowers. So that privilege is already ingrained in you. So when you are this superhero, you have this super ego. You have this God complex. You're a dick, but you don't know you're a dick. You think you're like a really good guy. That is the show. the superheroes are kind of dicks, but they don't know they're dicks. It literally like is the embodiment of like, any kind of privilege. It's like Richie Rich. Richie Rich don't know he's a dick when he goes to public school, but he finds out pretty quick, like, man, I'm the asshole. So it's the embodiment of that. And then it's kind of that weird kind of role reversal where the superheroes are kind of the bad guys and the bad guys are kind of the heroes because they're oppressed by the good guys, supposedly.
Yeah.
Kind of an allegory for our government and our fucking the lowest of the low people here. Our impoverished people, which I am one of, because
I think it's also too. Also, you got to put big business in here too.
It's
You got to put big business in there because it's also manipulation. It shows a manipulation of big business.
Well, yeah.
Superheroes.
Well, think about that. Think about like it's big business, and how do they talk about the general people? They talk about marketing the superhero product to the general people, like the general people are idiots.
Yeah.
It's a perfect representation of how business runs everything.
I came into this because you was like, hey, you need to watch this. So I started watching it, and it's one of those shows, and I was like, I can't stop watching it. So I kept watching it and kept watching it and kept watching it and kept watching it and kept watching it. I mean, I finished this in a day and a half. They're hour-long shows. They really are. In fact, sometimes they can be very long to watch.
I remember the moment, and maybe you don't want people knowing this, but you texted me the moment you knew you liked this show, and you're like, did a guy just shrink and jump into a vagina? I think I like this show.
I like this show.
Yep.
Did the chick just finger gills? Yep, I'm there. I'm down.
Yep. It's like,
did he just drive a boat through a whale? Yep, I'm on board.
Like you asked the question, like how does Ant-Man spice up his sex life?
That's it.
Yeah.
He uses a vagina like a slip and slide.
Yep, it's
right in there.
It's some WAP.
Wings and pizza.
That's right.
Yeah. But no, I mean, it was weird at first. It was some weird stuff. And I'm like, man, this is such a weird show. The finger in the gills, that was weird. Like you said, the slip and slide in the vagina, weird. Having some chick suck you off while you're over. No, having some dude suck you off while you stretch over and jerk off two other dudes. Weird.
Hey man, I don't know about you, but that sounds like a good time.
I'm just saying it's weird to see on actual TV show. But again, this isn't on a normal TV channel either. It's on Amazon Prime, which you can do almost anything. And what's weird is about it, since we're using the word weird, which is the word of the day. Anyways,
that's weird.
Yeah. So what's weird about it is it's Amazon Prime, which is like the goody two shoes of streaming services. Ooh, let's be the Amazon Prime. Ooh, they're like the third place people. Like we're in third place. Yeah, we like third place. We don't do anything to prove our streaming platform. But this show here can actually improve their streaming platform because it's actually really good. It's a really, really good show. I enjoyed it immensely.
Mm-hmm.
I think that, I'm like you. I the only thing that can improve it, I wish they just released the whole season so I can just watch the whole season. But that's my own personal preference because there's some people like yourself who like to wait for that Friday. Me, not me. I like to binge watch it, get done, and move on to the next project.
I would like I wouldn't mind like a month-long release. Like you give me 3 episodes, like The Circle on Netflix. Give me 3 episodes, then another 3 episodes next week, another 3 episodes, because it gives me the ability to binge, but also be patient. It gives me something to look forward to, but it also satisfies my binge.
So what's your review of this series?
Well, this is like a 9.5, man. Like anytime you give me a series to where like I can't wait to watch the next episode. Like if I have to be at work at 7 a.m. and it's 3, I'm like, now I gotta watch the next one. I'll go to sleep at 4. 2 hours, that's enough, right? No, but yeah, it's that kind of show. Like to me, the only other shows that are like that for me have been currently Lovecraft Country, True Blood, Game of Thrones, pretty much any HBO property. So, and Stranger Things.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I think it's a 9.5. It's a home run. It's a really good show to watch. Like if you like raunchy, this is definitely raunchy.
It's dark comedy.
If you love to hate the good guy, dude.
Well,
Or if you liked if you love to love the bad guy, this is that too. Because the bad guy is technically the good guy. It's supposed to be. But this is definitely a 9.5 for me. I love the show. I got into it and I can't wait till tomorrow when the new one releases. So
for sure.
So it's definitely on Amazon Prime. If you guys have that, check it out. If you don't, get it. That's all I can say. Get it.
Get it.
I mean, you
get it.
We don't really condone I don't like to condone a lot of illegal activity on here, but wink, wink.
We're not saying don't get it.
Don't get it. All right. So this is the time of the show we talk about promotions and and homework for next time. So what are we gonna watch for next time?
I don't know. Do you have anything in mind?
I'm kind of totally unprepared.
Yeah, me too. Let's make it a surprise for everybody because I don't know.
We could do that. We could definitely do that. I mean, I'm trying to do like a quick run on Away. I want to watch that.
Sure, let's watch Away. That's something I want to watch.
# Alive. I want to watch that.
Don't know what that is.
It looks like a zombie thing.
Okay.
Okay, we'll surprise everybody for next time. We really will. But let's do some promotions. Sure,
some gratuitous promotions from the Kilowatt. How about that? All right, so everybody, hold on. You can find me at Real Kilowatt on all social media. That's Twitter, that's Instagram, that's Facebook, that's MySpace, that's Tinder, that's Grindr. Wink, wink. Just kidding, maybe. YouPorn, RedTube, whatever you're into, I'm into it. Just kidding, maybe. I don't know. But if you see the beard, you know it's weird. So head on over to IWTV and check out our latest special from High Tension and IWTV. Camp Leapfrog on IWTV on all your streaming services, including Apple TV. Then you're going to go over to High Tension HTW on Twitter, on Instagram, on the website, on the Facebook. Subscribe, like, share, follow, do all those things that you want to do because you know you love it. Then I'm going to go ahead and hand it over to my hefty cohort right over here to tell you all about the one and only Penguin and the Wicked Turtle Network.
Oh, let me take it from you.
There you go.
Oh, I feel like we just manipulate the screen here for a second. Like the screen is gonna call HR because we just totally harassed it sexually. But anyways. So, all right. So, Wicked Turtle Network time. So, here's the thing. I'm not going to put any links on screen. At the end of this video, you'll see a code. Go ahead and scan that with your cell phone, and just scan it. Yeah, just go up there and use your cell phone, take a picture or whatever. However you can do QR.
Guess what? The code is right here.
Yeah, I mean, we also have a Linktree link that we'll put in the description when we post. So, but yeah, that has all our stuff. We are on Instagram, we are on Twitter, we are on YouTube, Facebook. We also have merch. If you guys don't see it properly, check it out. This is the merch. This is the Elite shirt on our Wicked Turtle store. I also all show have been sipping on the official What Up Peeps mug.
I also all show. That's a tongue twister.
On show have been sipping out of the What Up Peeps mug.
Dope.
Pick that one up because it's really cool. The only thing I don't like, if I can say anything negative, is the white stripe. If I was you, just get it in white because it does. Sorry,
you said something negative about the white stripes?
I don't like the white stripes. See the white stripes. Dum 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 dum. I'm sorry.
Seven Nation.
But if you want to keep in contact with me, I am also on Instagram, the one and only Penguin. I usually go on there when I'm doing food and stuff. I can tell you of upcoming stuff that we're working on. I have an interview planned for the Slam. I have
Slam Jam.
I filmed a Penguin Cooks the other day with my world famous meatballs. What?
That's right, ladies. You get to see the Penguins' meatballs.
Yeah, you know that Ronda Not So Rousey is going to be excited about that one.
Ronda Rousey loves the Penguins' meatballs in her mouth.
Honey, I love you. Don't force me. But yeah, I'm also dude, there's another review that's coming for Penguin Eats too. Spicy McNuggets. From McDonald's.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to try that.
They're dropping next week.
Oh, snap.
Or wait. No, they're dropping this week. With this weekend, I think.
Well,
no, it might be next. I think it's the 14th. That's when they're dropping. I'm going to be doing a review of those.
I also might have to jump in on a review.
Huh?
The Watt might have to jump in on a review with you.
Hey, we haven't done a Penguin and a Watt review in a long time.
True.
I'm sorry, I just backed the future laugh right there. But anyway, George McFly laugh. I have this George McFly laugh. But yeah, the nuggets, man, those look good. I love McDonald's nuggets. They're the best ever.
Well, I don't know. I bet I've been really stuck on Wendy's nuggets lately.
No, hands down, McDonald's has the best nuggets ever.
Okay.
Ever. It's the breading, dude. The breading is what makes them. I mean, you've done it. I've seen you watch. I've literally watched you eat McNuggets, and you chew them like this, like you're eating a piece of corn.
Like I'm a fucking.
Or you'll rip them in half, or you'll squeeze it till the thing comes out the top. I don't know. You do these weird things with McNuggets. It's not always the same for every nugget. It's either you chew all the breading off, or you'll eat one whole, or you'll break one in half, or you'll squeeze.
Listen, I have a very OCD way of eating nuggets, and it's the same every time, and I'm not going to get into it, but
well, they're going to be doing that, but in a spicy batter, and I can't wait, dude. That's going to be awesome.
Cool.
And they also have a new sauce. They're doing a sweet heat sauce, and they have a new McFlurry, the Chips Ahoy chocolate chip cookie McFlurry. So it's going to be a Penguin the Watt review. Is that what we're doing? We're cheating on the diet that day.
Yes, we're breaking the diet, man.
We're breaking the diet that day. But speaking of diets, still in the fat fitness. We're still doing that, fixing the Penguin. New episode just dropped yesterday. You'll sit to see me actually do my first workouts of this part 2, using the new Ring Fit Nintendo Switch game accessory, which is like a workout, sort of like the Wii Fit, when they used to have the Wii Fit with the boards and stuff like that and all that stuff. It kicks my ass. It's really cool. It's from Nintendo Switch. You guys should sponsor me because I play a lot of your stuff. I love your shit. But anyways, yeah, just, follow the Wicked Turtle Network on all social media platforms. Follow this show on everything audio streamed. This show's been getting a lot of views lately. The What Up Peeps show has actually been getting a lot of views lately. I guess it's because we're doing all the current stuff that's in COVID right now, like with the Netflix and the streaming services and stuff like that. So
that's right, ladies. We're Netflix.
We're gaining.
No chill.
We're gaining. But what's awesome is now you guys get a video. You guys get to see us, because behind the scenes when we do this show, we have a lot of looks that we look. We almost fall out of our chairs like the Watt just did when he just found out there's a Chips Ahoy McFlurry coming out. So there's a lot of stuff you guys get to see, and you guys have to see our actual faces instead of our voices. So this is great. Season 3.
Good for you, the viewer.
Yeah, this is a good show. I thought this was a great show today. That's all from What Up Peeps. It's your boy, the Penguin.
Slam jam blam.
The kilowatts? Slam jam, blah blah. And that's what's up.
Scan this QR code right now to link up with our link tree. That's a place where you can check out all of our content and social media pages. You can literally like, share, and subscribe to All Things Wicked. And hey, if scanning's not your bag, baby, we have a link to our link tree in the description of this video.